big welcome to the MCDFNL Footy Show for this week, looking back on round two, all thanks to Bendigo Bank. My name's Yeendy, I'm joined by the MCDFNL Operations Manager, Mitch and Yeendy. You got enough votes on the weekend, mate, that the punters were very happy for you to come back around again.
Got the call back, yeah, very happy. Good to be.
So the coach was very happy with your performance, obviously.
Oh, well, clearly, yeah. For sure. Grant will be back, and he'll be looking forward to getting back on board for many shows throughout the year.
I know, he's getting pretty irritated, Grant. He wants to get back in the fold. As we get into the fold of what happened last weekend, and Mitchie, to round two in MCDFNL Footy, it was we saw some pretty interesting games. One of the ones we'll talk about first up is the big one between Avoca and Royal Park, and what a turnaround, mate, because Royal Park, They gave Denali a bit of a touch-up in the first week by over 20 goals, and Avoca just fell short against Trentham by 4 goals, and they've come out and pumped a team that I think made the prelim last year, by 50 points.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely didn't see this one coming. As you said, Avoca performed pretty well against Trentham last week as well, and they look to be, I guess, one of the most improved sides, I think, so far, coming off last year. But they've got a huge test this week against Carricksbrook, of course. So. But all things considered, I think they're on the way up, and they had a very, very impressive win on the weekend.
And we did say that last week as well. There was a lot of positive signs from the Bulldogs camp that there was the potential to rattle a few teams. I just don't think we expected it to happen so quickly against a team like Royal Park, who were very well polished in round one, and if they were in another era, maybe if this year they're performing like they were last year this year, they'd probably make a grand final. But I think that's sort of, I think it shocked the competition. And having Coughlin come in, kick 7 on his return to the Doggies. And Aaron Henneman, as we're both Bomber fans, the former Bomber stepped up here, kicked 4 goals in a much improved effort, which is fantastic by the team. And the two combined for 11 of the 15 goals also for a very good win.
Yeah, for sure. We have a couple of great individual efforts, but Royal Park will certainly be wanting to bounce back next week, I think.
Absolutely, mate. Another big game. Trentham finally beat Navarre. It's been a long time between drinks. I heard a decade. I heard longer. But the Saints very accurate. They had 9 straight on the board at one stage in the second term. They were able to hold off a fast finishing Navarre side. Benny Scott just trundles in for his for a rare game for the Grasshoppers. He kicks a lazy 8, but couldn't get them over the line. They went down by 5 points.
Yeah, Trentham will be pleased, beating Navarre obviously, but you could almost say they were lucky in some sense. Navarre very inaccurate in front of goal. Mm-hmm. But that said, Trentham were very accurate, so it's the difference that can happen in a game, and they got the chocolates. Absolutely, and Cooper Webber-Merkin is a big talking point around the Saints. Across from Kyneton in the off-season, and the club is very, very happy with his development up forward. He did kick 3 goals on the weekend, provided a good forward presence. I think he went goalless in the first week, but the club just knew there was something a bit more coming there. And another big game, which was easily probably the game of the round, we had Natty Bialba defeating Talbot by 6 points. Now, we knew this was going to be a big game, but as they say in footy, Mitchie, bad kicking's bad footy. Talbot kicked 2 goals, 6-1 in the final term, and basically kicked themselves out of the game. Yeah, it's another fantastic game, and it's good to see that we've had a couple of close games this round. You can hope for many more during the year, I'd hope. It was a tale of 2 halves, really, I suppose. Natty kicking 8-11 to half-time and Talbot 6-10 in the second half. But Natty managed to hold on, as you said.
Yeah, exactly. A good win by them as well, the Swans, because we know they've lost a few key players in the off-season. Talbot did a really nice number on the Rovers to start the season, but I think they'll be disappointed with their inaccurate kicking. And Natty Bialba, well, you've got to train and prepare to win the close ones, particularly around finals, because you're going to see more games like this. To be able to get one underway now, I think is pretty handy for them, and it's really good. I know we had a couple of Sunday games as well, which didn't quite go to plan for the losing teams, but a really positive start to the season, mate. It'd be really hard to see how the final's going to shape up, wouldn't it?
It's very difficult at this stage. We do have 4 unbeaten sides so far, but I'd expect a couple of losses to come their way shortly as well. Yeah,
and we'll be dissecting that a little bit later on the week. Thanks to Bendigo Bank, thanks to Mitchie for jumping on board. We look forward to seeing you later on the week as we preview this weekend's games, round 3 of MCDFNL Footy.